Valve did something very Valve. It killed the Steam controller, dumped the last units for $5, waited years, then brought the idea back as a $99 premium pad. Today we are counting down the 10 moments that explain what Valve took from players, what it fixed, and what it still makes you pay for. Number 10 starts with the original bet. Number 10, Steam Controller 2015. Valve released it on November 10, 2015, as a $49.99 controller for PC games that were never designed for a couch. Dual trackpads, one analog stick. Gyro, haptics, a strange pitch, but a clear one. Make your whole Steam library playable from the sofa. The cost was time. You had to learn Valve's layout before your games felt normal. Number 9, Steam Machines. The controller launched beside Valve's bigger living room plan. Steam Machines, Steam Link, and Steam hardware in stores like GameStop, Game UK, and EB Games. The promise was simple. PC gaming without the desk, but the buyer had to pay for an ecosystem before the ecosystem had proved it could last. That is the part console players notice immediately. Number 8, the battery trade. The 2015 Steam controller used 2 AA batteries, and Valve listed up to 80 hours of standard gameplay in preliminary testing. That sounds great until you remember what it also means. One more consumable, one more drawer full of batteries, one more thing that feels old next to a rechargeable console pad. Valve solved one problem and handed you another small ritual. Number 7, the $5 exit. In November 2019, Valve stopped making the Steam controller and cleared remaining stock for $5, down from $49.99. That is a 90% cut. Great if you got one. Brutal if you believe the platform had a long hardware runway. A controller built to reshape PC gaming ended as a clearance bin artifact. But that was not the strange part. Number 6, the comeback price. Valve brought the new Steam controller to market on May 4, 2026 at $99. That is double the old list price and 20 times the closeout price. This time, Valve is not selling an odd experiment. It is selling a premium Steam input hub. The player cost is obvious. The comeback is real, but the cheap curiosity version is gone. Number 5, the trackpad stayed. The new Steam controller has two 34.5mm square trackpads with haptic feedback. That matters because Valve did not just surrender to the Xbox layout. It kept the mouse-like idea that made the original weird. For players, the cost is attention. You are buying a controller that still wants configuration, profiles, and patience before it pays you back. Number 4, the 4 grip buttons. Valve added 4 remappable back buttons, which is the kind of feature competitive controller makers usually charge extra for. Good, but it also pushes more control into Steam input, Valve's mapping layer that translates your hands into game commands. Powerful, yes. Simple, not always. The more the controller can do, the more setup it can take from your first hour. Number 3, the puck. Valve Steam Controller Puck is both a 2.4 GHz wireless receiver and a magnetic charging dock. Valve lists about 8 milliseconds end-to-end latency, a 4 millisecond polling rate at 5 meters, and support for up to 4 controllers per puck. Clever. Also very Valve. Even the dongle has a feature list, and if you lose it, Bluetooth becomes the fallback. Number 2, the new battery math. The 2026 controller uses an 8.39 watt-hour lithium-ion battery, with over 35 hours of gameplay listed by Valve. That is cleaner than AACE. It is also less than the old 80-hour claim, and battery life drops during tracked gameplay with Steam Frame. So yes, the new pad feels modern. It also turns battery replacement into battery aging. Number 1, the 50% Gyro fix. On July 1st, 2026, Valve shipped a Steam Deck beta client update that set the Steam controller Gyro calibration threshold to 50% of its previous value, so it was less likely to trigger while in your hand. Translation: the controller could recalibrate when you were just holding it. That is the whole Valve story in one patch note. Brilliant hardware, fixed in public after you paid. Valve's controller story is not failure. It is stranger than that. The company saw the future early, killed the product cheaply, then brought it back expensively and patched the feel in real time. Which one got you? Comments are open. This is Signal Tomorrow. I'm Andrew. I'll see you next time.